Blackstone presents The Business of Tomorrow, The Visionary Life of Harry Guggenheim, From Aviation and Rocketry to the Creation of an Art Dynasty, by Dirk Smillie. This book is read by Paul Bellantoni. For Lorelei, Beloved. Introduction. Nitin Nohria, former dean of the Harvard Business School, once co-authored a study of how business leaders of the air age shaped the history of aviation. In his introduction, he admitted one bias: a passion for flying and memberships in million-mile clubs at 3 airlines. When Nohria left India for America, he arrived in a Boeing 747 jumbo jet. Some of my best memories are travels on airplanes. In the study, Nohria and his Harvard team revealed a hidden figure in aviation, a foundational entrepreneur, whose influence they compared to digital pioneers Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Meg Whitman and Pierre Omidyar, eBay, and Larry Page and Sergey Brin, Google. The study concluded that this entrepreneur, having received scant mention in aviation history, may have actually had more influence on the eventual growth of the U.S. airline industry than the Wright brothers. That entrepreneur was Harry Frank Guggenheim. A pilot himself who was obsessed with flying, Harry used every financial tactic he could think of to advance aviation: microfinance, public-private partnerships, R&D grants, safety and design competitions, airplane reliability tours. At a time when most people had never seen an airplane, Harry believed aviation would one day be fundamental to the transportation infrastructure of the United States. Using his family's great wealth, Harry bet big on flight technology and devised alternative metrics to assess the results. He helped create a viable business model for aviation and transformed public acceptance of flying. In doing so, he jump-started the air age, possibly by decades. In fact, the very 747 Nohria boarded for America was invented by Joseph Sutter, graduate of an aviation engineering school funded by Harry Guggenheim. At the turn of the century, the Guggenheims operated the largest mining conglomerate on Earth. 6 decades later, the Guggenheim Museum opened, creating a landmark in New York and recasting the family as stewards of a global art brand. Harry carried the torch between the old and the new eras.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?